Hi there. Today's episode is on design. Now, you would obviously ask, what does a marketing geek like you who's always reading know about design, which is about creativity? Absolutely, it is about creativity. But I want to explain this entire link between marketing communication plan, which we call marketing strategy, and then the execution bit. That is, who is executing? The creative team executes, the creative team creates, and what they create is what the end customer sees. Now, they don't know who was the one who actually told I have to do this, because I'm only telling, but there's a huge creative team who's implementing it, and it's their creativity that's actually getting the results, right? So it's like a marketing geek will show you the path, or a strategist will show you the path, but who is taking you to the path and reaching the end goal? That is the creative team. So design is their creativity, but there is a link between that. And what is it? Let's say I have bought sunglass, fast track sunglass. I know fast track is known for its watches and a lot of other things, but let's say a sunglass, because I have one and I use it, been using it for quite some time. It's nice. Now, who would buy a sunglass for 2-3 grand? Metro people, maybe a younger lot, just started working, or premier institutes, higher end, enjoys status, status conscious, or wants to be just look smart and just not buy a sunglass just for the heck of it, but also attach a brand to it. Said, okay, I have a standard, that kind of it. It's not nothing bad about it. It's like a lifestyle that you choose to be. Now, a person like that, now let's say somebody like me tells you, okay, if you want to launch this product, I have got a new design of sunglasses, where do I launch it? Okay, if you want to launch this product, why not you go to metros, like your tier 1 cities? Okay, I've figured that out. Now, this is an input that I will give you. Now, what happens at the creative end? Let's say I'm doing a digital campaign for fast track sunglasses, and I've selected my locations as Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. Okay, once I've done that, what do I do? What's the next thing that I have to do? I have to make a creative. Now, let's say I'm doing a carousel ad, or I'm just doing a post or something like that, or not a video. Let's say static. Let's start with static. What happens then? I have to take a model. I have to do a model shoot. Yes. What kind of model should I take? Wearing my sunglasses and posing around? Somebody who is very, very metro looking, right? Very upmarket looking. What should be the background be? Very upmarket. What should the colors be? Very upmarket. Now, how do I know what is upmarket? How do I know which design, which color the so-called society of Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore are considering upmarket or elite? That's when a little bit of research is required. That is, there are a lot of these, if you follow, let's say, Google Images, or if you follow Pixels, .com or Pinterest, or a lot of these free pick, just open these websites and just write urban woman in India. You will see how they are doing it. Now, 2 ways of doing it. One is I do my own research secondary, and I figure out, I understand what is the latest thing going on. I have given you so many names and figure that out. Second thing is I ask people, go to these clubs and see what is the crowd, which is a very long-term procedure, which is not possible also. But the easier way out is what I told you. Now, how do they do it? Because they do their research. They have a team. There are people who are organically uploading, and there are also people who are actually doing it deliberately. Now, if you go to Shutterstock and look for the same thing, you might not get a real picture, because it's more creatively oriented. But to get a understand what is closest to reality, I think these would really give you a good idea. Now, once I know the style and I've understood what is trendy, what is not trendy, all of that, then it becomes easier for me. Automatically, the background color changes, the model changes, the expression changes, the dress changes, the kind of how she's holding it, whether she's wearing it or she's keeping up the hair on her head. A lot of these things change. How is her hair looking when she's keeping it up on her head? So these are what? How do you know whether that style will relate to my brand? Because I have done a research on what this target audience considers as trendy or elite or eye-catchy or stylish. Okay. Second is if I want to make a video, same thing happens. Let's say I want to video, it's a house that I want to show in my script. What kind of a house? How does a posh 3 BHK look in Bangalore? What is posh? Am I looking at centralized air condition? No, that is not posh. That is super luxury. A well-off kind of a family will have a different kind of setup. And when I say family, it's different from bachelors staying. Bachelors, you can't be targeting them. But if you're showing a family, it has to represent a family. And how do you do that? Again, a little bit of research. Same thing, you can use those same platforms. You can see the interiors. Just everything today in digital world is about keywords. I was just saying this the other day to everyone, that just write the right keywords. Just write home, interiors, metro, India, and then see the response, and then see what is coming. Do the same thing in Google, Pinterest, Pixels, free pick. Everything today's world is about keywords. Type the right keywords. If you just write home interiors, you will get some abroad interiors. It's not, just doesn't sync with us. All white. It's too unmanageable for Indians. Let's say if I just write home interiors, actually if you just write home interiors India, then you will see it will not give you a correct picture, because a lot of the India for my own research, I have seen every time I write India, the depiction is a little rural, not really urban, but my product is urban. India is not really completely rural. We have huge diversification of population in this country, right, in terms of lifestyle, behavior, consumption habits. So you have to write Delhi, or you have to write metro, or you have to write elite, or you have to write urban. Right? The right keywords give you the right pictures. Otherwise, if you don't have a reference point, how will you start? We all need a reference point, right? So this is my little bit of understanding which I'm sharing with everyone in terms of what and how can you best represent visually your target audience. So try it out and let me know if it helps, and then maybe something else I'll take up next time. Thank you. Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe.